it's the battle of the 10K MOI drivers today. We have the Ping G430 and the TaylorMade Qi10. Who wins? Let's find out. So MOI has been a huge talking point this year. We've seen 10K drivers in the TaylorMade and Ping, but what is MOI? What is 10K MOI? How does that affect the club head? If you are to hit the ball off the toe, the club face will kick open like that. But if you have a higher MOI club head, what it does, it reduces the twisting of the club, so it's actually fighting against the resistance of the ball to give you straighter shots. So the higher the MOI, the more stability you're going to have in the club head, especially on those off-center hits. So if you hit it off the toe, it's going to try and fight and stay as square as possible through impact. A lower MOI club head, it's going to kick off and it's not going to be as consistent and give you the distances and consistency you're looking for. All right, so two of the most talked about drivers this year so far. Now we got the TaylorMade Qi10 Max and we got the Ping G430 Max 10. So let's dive in to the tech because as you can see, they look very different to one another. So let's start with the Ping. Now, the Ping G430 Max 10. Now, in the G430 Max range, we have seen carbon fly wraps before in the LST. Now we have it in the Max. Now what that does is just frees up more weight. And with a head, which is 460 cc's, you have better perimeter weighting. So you can push that weight outwards, which is what helped you achieve that high MOI. Now, what you also have is a big, heavy 28 gram tungsten weight, which pulls the CG back, gives you more forgiveness and increases that MOI more. And you've also got the VFT forged titanium face on there as well, which is thinner, which is going to give you superb speed off the face and forgiveness as well. The stability, forgiveness aspect, and the speed in this head should be really very good. So I'm excited to test this out and put it up against the Qi10 Max. Now, we have reviewed the TaylorMade drivers already, so I will skip through the tech a little bit quicker on this one. So we've got the speed pocket. Now the speed pocket's going to give you that kind of faster ball speeds, support those kind of lower face hits as well, so the spin's not as high. Got the twist face technology in that all carbon face. Infinity crown, 97% carbon, which allows you to obviously reposition that weight in that head to achieve maximum MOI as well. And then you have the heavier weight at the back to pull that CG as far back, giving you that forgiveness as well. Now, what you also have is this nice kind of white line across the top of the face in between the new Infinity Crown as well, which is quite a nice visual, just gets you to align the ball up at address as well, making sure you're gonna hit it out the center of the club. But don't worry, if you don't, you've got 10,000 MOI to give you more stability through that impact zone as well, giving you more forgiveness. So, what we're going to do now, we're going to jump on the Trackman, we're going to put these head to head, we're going to see the numbers, compare them, and I'm going to give you my verdict. So let's get to it. Up first, we're going to hit the TaylorMade Qi10 Max. So let's see what numbers we get. Oh, that felt quite nice. Oh, look at that drive. How'd you like them apples? That's definitely worth a like and a sub. So good, so good. Cut off the toe as well, mental. All right, next up, I'm excited. The Ping G430 Max 10K. Had some pretty good numbers with the TaylorMade Qi10 Max, so let's see what we can achieve with this. I like the way it sits at address. I like that matte finish. I mishit that. Right, I mishit that one. Off the toe. It's gone straight down the middle. It's a little bit, the spin's lower because of it, but look how straight it is and look at the ball speed, just mental, absolutely mental. So testing is over. The Trackman numbers are set. We're gonna dive into the data, but none of that would be possible if it wasn't for GolfFit and this amazing Trackman simulator. So big shout out to GolfFit. If you're in the Glasgow area, check it out, come down, have a smash into the screen. It's a lot of fun. But let's check those numbers right now. All right, so we're gonna dive into the Qi10 Max first. Not only is this a great looking club at address, but the feel and sound of that carbon face is brilliant. I really like that little white line. It's very subtle, but it gets you to really make sure that ball is in the center of the club. On top of that, everything that they've done in this 10,000 MOI head design is superb. Now, the spin rates are low, the distances are brilliant, and the ball speed that you get off it is fantastic. Not only that, it's really easy to launch. Now, consistency-wise, I found I was kind of turning it over just with this, but in terms of grouping, really very good. And then I had one nice 360-yard drive down the middle, which was very, very nice. And if you do like that, give us a like and sub. Thank you very much. And that would have been on the 18th on the old course as well, putting for eagle, which doesn't happen very often. And I probably 3-putt for par anyway, but there we go. Overall, very impressive design, very easy to hit. You know, you've got tour players like your Colin Morikawa, Nelly Kordas using this head as well. So it's nice to see tour pros using it in a driver head that's also appealing to the higher handicapper. But in terms of stability and forgiveness in this head, absolutely top notch. All right, the Ping G430 Max 10K, big fan. Love what they've done with this. I like the look. I like that matte finish at address. It looks great behind the ball. Confidence inspiring. They both are. Can't fault it. It looks great, feels great in the hands, and the distances are superb. Now, there's really not much between the two. I think 4 yards in total. Carries very similar, a couple yards in that as well. Spin rates, 2,200 in comparison to 23. And then you've got your 189 ball speed as well. And launch is very similar. Now, the one thing I did find, I was a little bit more straighter off the tee. I did have one which kind of tailed away for me there as well. But in terms of feel and sound, it is very loud, but you feel like you've just nutted it every single time. So no matter where you kind of hit it, if you catch a little bit like, you know, close to the heel, a little bit close to the toe, it feels great across the whole face. And then you've obviously got the weight at the back, which just makes it easier to launch. But they're so close in comparison. It's really just going to come down to personal preference, what you like the look of and what you like the feel of as well. Okay, 10K versus 10K. You've got the Trackman numbers. You've got all the tech information. Now, price. $499 for the TaylorMade Qi10 Max and $599 for the Ping G430 Max 10K. So there is quite a difference in price. However, what you have here are two absolutely superb drivers. In the Ping G430 Max 10K is superb consistency, great distance, and also, I mean, 10,000 MOI, you've got great stability and forgiveness in that head. Love the design, love the look, especially that matte finish. In the TaylorMade, looks great with that infinity crown. The red face is no longer, we have the blue face, which I really like the look of, and it feels great as well. You get great distance, consistency, speed across the face. I mean, what more do you want, really? They're both absolutely superb. Now, the only thing I would say with the TaylorMade, I found that I was maybe just turning it over a little bit. So if you are someone who has that kind of left to right shot off the tee, maybe a fade or a slice, you'll definitely find a lot straighter shots with that as well. Now with the Ping G430 Max 10K, you're also gonna get great stability. I just found, I just hit it that little bit kind of straighter in terms of start line. But there really isn't much in it. It's a coin flip, but you've got all the information there. You've got all the data. Now, the only thing for you guys to do is to test them for yourselves. I've been James from Bunkered. See you next time.